Good. This one will feel like a real chapter. Calm, strategic, grounded in actual industry movement. No panic, no doom, just structural clarity. Video 5, Script: The 6% commission was never permanent. For decades, residential real estate operated on an assumption that few people questioned. 6%. Split between buyer and seller agents. Embedded into the transaction. Normalized. But permanence in economic systems is usually contextual. And the 6% commission model is now under structural pressure. Not because agents are unnecessary, but because information asymmetry is collapsing. For most of modern real estate history, agents held the advantage. They controlled access to listings. They controlled comparative data. They controlled the flow of transaction coordination. That made the commission defensible. But Zillow changed that. Then Redfin. Then Opendoor. And now artificial intelligence is changing it again. The public now has near-instant access to market data. AI can generate property descriptions. AI can analyze comparables. AI can draft contracts. AI can simulate pricing scenarios. What once required a team can now be modeled in seconds. This doesn't eliminate agents, but it compresses their leverage. And when leverage compresses, commission structures get questioned. Recent headlines have made this even clearer. The National Association of Realtors faced major legal challenges over commission transparency. Large settlements forced changes in how buyer commissions are structured. For the first time in decades, the 6% model isn't automatic. That's not collapse. That's structural renegotiation. At the same time, Redfin reduced staff during market slowdowns. Opendoor struggled with valuation volatility. Zillow exited its iBuyer experiment after mispricing homes at scale. Those weren't failures of technology, they were early warnings. Technology doesn't need to own inventory to disrupt coordination. AI doesn't need to buy houses. It only needs to reduce friction. And friction is what commissions historically justified. Here's the hidden vulnerability. If buyers and sellers feel increasingly informed, they begin to question what they're paying for. Not because agents lack value, but because the visible tasks look automatable. Listing photos, automate staging simulations, pricing strategy, AI valuation modeling, marketing copy, generated instantly, contract drafts, structured by software. If the visible layer becomes automated, agents must reposition toward invisible value. Negotiation, trust, risk management, judgment. That's the shift. The real estate agent of the future isn't a gatekeeper. They're an orchestrator. Someone who understands AI tools better than their clients do. Someone who can combine automation with human strategy. Someone who reduces anxiety, not just paperwork. This is where the opportunity lives. Because when industries compress, those who adapt early widen the gap. AI-savvy agents can use automated market modeling to strengthen pricing precision. Use predictive tools to identify buyer intent earlier. Use AI-driven CRM systems to personalize outreach at scale. Use contract analysis tools to reduce risk before it surfaces. The future agent doesn't compete against AI. They compete against agents who ignore AI. That's the real structural divide. Buyers and sellers need to understand this too. If you're working with an agent who isn't leveraging modern tools, you're paying legacy pricing for outdated positioning. And if you're an agent resisting automation, you're protecting tasks instead of building leverage. The 6% commission wasn't permanent. It was contextual, and context has shifted. This doesn't mean residential agents disappear. It means the bar rises. Information advantage is gone. Execution advantage remains. The question isn't whether real estate survives AI. It's whether agents evolve into strategic advisors or remain transaction processors. Because processors compress, advisors expand, and expansion is where leverage lives.